Today's mission for the 72 is the new Mechman BilletTech alternator. I believe this one benched over 250 amps, 250, 260, something like that. Of course, we got the stock alternator in here. I believe it's probably 100 amps. Most of them are. But before I change that alternator out, we're going to do a little testing. We're going to take that Rockford Fosgate Punch 1000 and we're going to put it on the amp dyno. We're going to see how much power it's putting out, first of all, with the power he's already got, and then we're going to switch out the alternator. We're going to run it again and see what the comparisons are. So I always say it takes power to make power. Actually, I don't always say that. Everybody always says that. It takes power to make power, and we're about ready to prove the difference between leaving your shit stock and upgrading. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, all the EQs are completely flat. What we've got here is we've got the tweeters, 3500 and up. We have the mid-range, 80 to 3500, and we've got the woofer, 80 and down. Everything is completely flat. So I'll do some EQing when this is all said and done. Now it's time to take this stuff apart to get to the wires real quick. First thing I'm going to do is finally set the gains right. With the 360.3, you don't really need to do too much. We'll just fine tune with this just to make sure that it's all right. Is that track 5? Leave it at 57, all right? All right, sounds good. All right, I set the gains on all 3 of those amps. Now it's time to find out how much power it's putting out. We're just going to test the big amp because that's the one that's going to put the most strain on the electrical system. I'm already positive that those Rockford Fosgate amps do their power, and the proof will be in the big one. If the big one's obviously going to do its power. If it doesn't, you'll know right here and right now because I'll put that shit up. So here we go. So the 81 isn't really about the test bench. I mean, it's nice to have a test bench to test out amps and things like that, but the 81 is all about testing your amplifier inside of your car and seeing how much power your amp puts out with the electrical that you're providing it. So if you've got a Punch 1000 and you got a shitty electrical like was already in here before, well, the amp is going to suffer and it might not do its power. But if everything's proper, it might. But keep in mind, we're using the stock alternator right now with 2 yellow top batteries that are fully charged. I already charged them last night, and we're going to test this out with the stock alternator. It's probably 100 amps, and we're going to bump up to 250, 260 amp Mechman and see what the results are. As you can see, the wire from the 81 actually gets its power from the power wire that the amp is using. So its tests are purely based off the electrical that is in the car. The bench is fun, but it ain't the same as what's in the car. So let's see how it does. We got this wire hooked up right here. Alright, now I've already explained this in previous videos, but just to let you know, in case this is your first time seeing the 81, the certified dyno run is going to stop the test as soon as it hits 1% distortion. Uncertified is going to stop the test right at clipping, and dynamic power run is going to also stop the test at clipping, but it tests it in a more of a dynamic way like music. So we're going to test it all 3 ways. Alright, we're going to do a certified dyno run first. Alright, Jay, start it up. Put it on track 4 whenever it comes up. .8 volts. Car's running. Go ahead, Jay. .760 watts at 13 volts. So it pulled it down a little bit. All right, let's go to uncertified mode. .981. Is it playing? Yeah. Okay, I see it. Woo, you can see the lights dimming. This thing is taxing the hell out of his system. .1158 at 13.38. Try out this new DeWalt Impact and see if it's any good. Wow. Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to use a wrench ever again in my life. Sick. Just like that. All right, we got the old one out. Looks like it's been in there a while. We got the new one getting ready to go in. Let's see if it even fits. I hope it does. So go ahead, Jay, start this bitch up, see if it runs. Yeah. Let me see that voltmeter.
14.3.
Give it a little gas. Pretty healthy. All right, I believe we're ready to do the test already. Shit, let's go. Put on track 4, 56, start it over right now. And let's, okay, all right, go for it. All right, we're gonna go to uncertified all the way up to clipping. Okay, Jay, get track 4 ready to go again. We're going to do the same thing. Go for it. Okay, it's good. Yep. Okay. 1274 at 13.67. is, as you can see, we gain quite a bit of power just by changing the alternator out. 400 watts. Alright, now I've got this thing called an AVBM in my hand that hooks up to that, which means I can adjust the voltage, raise it up a little bit into the high 14s, the low 15s, anywhere you want actually, but for a 12 volt battery you don't want to go too high. Alright, the AVBM is in. I just stuck it right there. I didn't want it underneath the dash because I really don't want anybody in there just turning it anytime they want. I'm going to set it for him and he's just going to forget it. It's just going to do its thing. Kind of got it out of the way of the heat. Shouldn't be a problem. So let's start it up. Alright, so with this, stock amperage 14.7. I want at least 15.3, so I'm going to turn this. There we go. Now we need to run that test again. Woo, she's charging strong.